Paparazzi cameras flashed fiercely, the crowd screamed hysterically, and suddenly, all the rules were completely broken. This unexpected moment almost made the entire security staff lose their minds. What really made V and Jungkook desperate enough to go against the current for just one person? Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, the place where we share various warm moments, interesting stories, and sweet interactions between Taehyung and Jungkook that never fail to make ARMY smile. Imagine a night that was supposed to proceed normally, but suddenly turned into an uncontrollable ocean of emotions. At a highly congested international airport, thousands of fans gathered, waiting hopefully to catch a fleeting glimpse of our beloved idols, Taehyung and Jungkook. The air felt incredibly tense, filled with overwhelming anticipation, blinding flashes of paparazzi cameras, and deafening screams from the impatient armies. Security was on high alert, forming a remarkably tight human barricade. The officers shouted, giving strict instructions so that no one would dare cross the safe limits. Everyone knows, the moment Taekook appears, the situation can quickly turn extraordinarily hysterical. However, amidst all the panic and strict procedures, there was something completely unpredicted by the entire crew. A magical moment was ready to explode, destroying all existing protocols for one simple, profound reason. You will never guess what happened. When the arrival doors finally opened, the cheers of ARMY exploded like deafening thunder. Taehyung emerged first, looking absolutely stunning in his favorite oversized leather bomber jacket, radiating a mysterious yet deeply captivating aura to anyone looking at him. Shortly after, Jungkook followed right behind him, his steps firm but his gaze constantly sweeping across the crowd, as if making sure everything was perfectly alright. The security officers immediately moved fast, forming a very solid human shield to protect them from the relentless onslaught of cameras and hands trying to reach out. The safety protocol required them to walk straight without stopping toward the waiting car. However, Taehyung's sharp eyes caught something in the corner of the barricade. A small fan seemed to be pushed by the aggressively photographing paparazzi crowd. This is exactly where those thrilling seconds truly began, changing everything instantly before their very eyes. Ignoring the instructions of the officers who kept pushing him forward, Taehyung's steps suddenly halted. His manager and personal bodyguards looked panicked, their faces turning pale because stopping in the middle of a sea of people is the biggest nightmare for security. "VSSI, we must keep moving," shouted one of the crew members with a trembling voice, trying to pull the sleeve of Taehyung's jacket. But Taehyung brushed it off very gently yet extremely firmly. His gaze never left the corner where the little fan started crying out of fear. Jungkook, who realized the sudden change in the rhythm of Taehyung's steps, instantly stopped walking as well. Instead of hiding behind the broad bodies of the guards on standby, Jungkook actually moved forward, placing himself slightly in front of Taehyung as if forming an extra protective shield. This spontaneous and incredibly sweet protective action made several armies standing nearby hold their breath, deeply moved by the sight. The panic among the media crew peaked when they saw the two global stars turn around and approach the barricade. Paparazzi cameras flashed fiercely, capturing every millisecond of this safety protocol violation. The bodyguards ran around trying to block them, but Jungkook raised his hand, giving a clear signal asking them to give some space. The firmness in Jungkook's body language seemed to magically spellbind all the officers into taking a step back. Taehyung then crouched near the barrier, aligning his gaze with the little girl who was still trembling. He carved his very signature boxy smile, a warm smile capable of calming a storm of anxiety. The chaotic noise of the airport seemed to fade away, replaced by an emotional silence that touched the heart of anyone witnessing that rare moment. They truly defied all the strict rules set by the agency just to keep an unspoken promise to always be there and protect every single beloved army unconditionally and wholeheartedly. While maintaining his gentle smile, Taehyung took a handkerchief from his jacket pocket, handing it to the little girl who was now looking at him with sparkling eyes full of disbelief. "Don't cry anymore, okay? We are right here with you," Taehyung whispered in a very soothing tone of voice, although it sounded faint amidst the loud snapping of cameras. At the same time, Jungkook stood firmly right behind Taehyung, his eyes radiating a very intense protective aura, making absolutely sure there were no wild pushes from behind that could hurt Taehyung or the fan. This interaction might have only lasted for a few seconds, but the impact felt so extraordinary for all the eyewitnesses. ARMYs who saw the incident immediately cried tears of joy, realizing how massive Taekook's love and sincerity are for their fans. They undeniably proved that humanity and genuine care will always be much more important than strict rules written on a mere piece of paper by the management. After ensuring the little girl was safe and smiling again, Taehyung finally stood up, lightly patting Jungkook's shoulder as a signal that everything was settled. As if possessing telepathy, Jungkook replied with a very sweet little nod, a thin smile appearing at the corner of his lips. The security crew, who had been holding their breath, now resumed their duties with lingering cold sweat pouring down. The two of them were finally escorted to the waiting black van, but the atmosphere outside had truly completely changed. There was no more rough pushing or hysterical shouting filled with panic. Instead, there were cheers full of pride and emotion from all the ARMYs sending them off. Social media immediately exploded that very night. Hashtags about Taekook's heroic actions and sincere love for fans reached the top of worldwide trends in minutes, proving that small actions originating from the heart can always change everything and inspire millions of people across the globe. This dramatic moment once again reminds us of the unspoken promise that is always firmly held by Taehyung and Jungkook, that no matter how high the peak of fame they reach, ARMY will always be their top priority. Amidst the glamorous life as global superstars, where personal image and safety are something very strictly guarded, they chose to break those boundaries for the sake of human values. The brave attitude of taking the risk to ignore immensely strict security protocols just to calm down a fan is clear proof of the extraordinary soul bond between the two of them. They support each other, protect each other, and move as one very harmonious unit in giving love to the world. It is no wonder that we, as ARMY, always feel like we have the most special place in their hearts. That night's incident was not just a scandal of breaking rules, but rather a profound demonstration of true, unconditional love that will forever be remembered by everyone in our beautiful fandom. Seeing the magical interaction and bravery of Taekook that night truly makes us even prouder to idolize both of them, right? Sweet stories like this prove that their charm does not only lie in their extraordinary visuals or stunning stage talents, but in their hearts that are as warm as angels. So, after listening to the emotional story about how they ignored all the rules for ARMY, how do you feel right now? Have you ever felt a similar magical moment when seeing their absolute kindness? Come on, express all your feelings and opinions in the comments section below. Let's discuss and share the love together. Also, do not forget to hit the like button if this story successfully touched your heart. Press subscribe so you do not miss out on updates for other interesting Taekook stories. And definitely share this video with all your ARMY friends everywhere. See you in the next exciting episode of Taekook Diary. Stay incredibly happy and borahi everyone, we love you so much.